Hey Pectus Warriors, it's Byrne from FixPectus.com. In today's video, I want to talk about the fact that we don't have an inner chest, okay? I get people commenting on my videos all the time saying, dude, you don't have an inner chest, stop lying to people. And the reality is yes, from an actual muscle group point of view, there is no inner chest. We have a pec major and a pec minor. I've been a PT for a decade, specialized in developing the chest. I know the structure of the human body, okay? But what we do have is we have the ability to build a full and sculpted chest where you have muscle inserting and define muscle that comes to the inner chest around the pectus condition, which makes it look less noticeable. So when I say building the inner chest in my videos, I'm referring to building your chest to the point where you have the muscle engaged around the indent and or a full chest, not just, you know, how so many people have their chest, just a little bit of development out there. Now, there are a few things with this. The first thing is we just need to develop the chest bigger. If you have a bigger, more sculpted, more size in your chest, then it's going to fill out the whole chest. So that's the first thing, it's just training the chest in general. But then I talk about in my videos, you know, exercises to actually engage the inner chest muscle fibers. And that's when people start coming at me saying, I'm lying, there is no inner chest. But the reality is we have muscle fibers across our entire chest. And through the correct form, full range of motion and adduction, we can engage our inner chest muscle fibers more. And it's something that people don't do a lot. People don't have mind-to-muscle connection with their chest. They don't optimally recruit their muscle fibers in their chest, and they do chest exercises, they do things like a cable fly, they don't do it with the right range of motion, they don't do it with a mind to muscle connection, and other muscles take over. And so that's why so many people come to my training, because they're like, dude, I've got like developed other muscles, but my chest just isn't growing, and it's because they're not doing it properly. And so when you do my exercises with my form and you engage your inner chest muscle fibers, not your inner chest, it doesn't exist, the muscle fibers and your whole chest, it helps make your pectus look so much better. And yes, the primary foundation of this is just overall developing a big and sculpted chest, but that does require a mind-to-muscle connection with your chest and being able to do movements properly, okay? If you don't believe it from me, take it from Athlete X, one of the most popular and reputable YouTubers, fitness YouTubers, who talks about having optimal adduction, actually engaging the inner chest muscle fiber.
However, we do have some science to support the fact that doing these full range of motion exercises, or as I call them, full range of contraction exercises, we can actually include some additional fibers into the job. There's a thing called a non-spanning chest fiber that actually starts here on the sternum and it heads out towards the arm but never quite makes it. So you might think to yourself, how could they contribute to a contraction that they actually don't attach to the arm it's pulling? Well, interestingly, what happens is these fibers have proteins that come out of them that make them somewhat sticky. So as the contracting fibers cross over and slide by them on the way through full contraction, they grab hold of them and they involve them in the contraction. So you're getting an overall greater production of force and greater capacity for growth by involving fibers that maybe never ever got dragged along for the ride or engaged because you never went far enough. So the fact is, guys, start taking these exercises all the way through full range of motion, even if it means lightening the weight, and I promise you, you're going to start to see better results.
So there is more to it than just do bench, okay? You do want to be adding adduction-based exercises like the pullover, like a single arm cable fly. The exercises that I always preach and talk about, there is merit to it. And you'd think so. If you look at my result, you look at my client results, you know, I had no development in my chest and my inner chest. My pectus was so prominent as a kid. And when I developed my chest, that's a huge cornerstone of that. Look at my other client results. It's the same thing. So proof is in the pudding, proof is in the result. And one other thing when it comes to the chest is being a low body fat percentage. I always talk about a lean muscular physique because you can have a big chest, but if you're not low body fat percentage and it's not defined, you won't get that obvious separation from the ribs, which really helps with the rib flare, and you won't get that obvious meeting in the middle and, you know, being able to see the defined chest around the indent. And these are the things that come to play when it comes to masking the indent, because it kind of makes it look like your indent's just there because you have a big chest rather than your indent's there because you have a chest deformity. And having that lean defined pecs where it meets in the middle, you can see the striations, you can see an actual sculpted pecs that pop from your body. That also comes down to being lean. So it's about a lean muscular body, and it's about developing the chest properly and doing proper movements. I had to make this video because I couldn't handle all the comments I was getting about the inner chest. I hope this clarifies what I mean. I understand basic anatomy, helped thousands of people transform their bodies, so you'd hope I have a clue as to what's going on. Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for your time. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in coaching, links in the description.